welcome back to Good Morning Sri Lanka on a Tuesday, the 15th of May, and we're talking about a very special exhibition that's happening for the third year at the Sirimavo Bandaranaike Memorial Exhibition Hall. And this is, of course, the boat show. Very privileged to have with us inside the studio, if you just joined us, Mr. Neil Fernando, who's the chairman of the Boat Building Technology Improvement Institute, who's hopefully comfortably seated on the sofa, and Mr. Kumar De Silva, who is the chairman of the Saynor Foundation Limited, who's right next to me. Gentlemen, the exhibition that's happening this weekend, and you're both being in the boat industry, how does an exhibition like this serve the country's interest, or the boat industry interest?
Well, to bring awareness among the general public, and also among the business community, and also for the export sector, we have to exhibit our latest products, boats and other equipment to the industry, because there is a growing demand in the country in all sectors, like the fisheries, for the pleasure sector, the tourism sector, and the commercial sector. So this is where we can display our products and our services that we can expect to the general public and also the international community.
Is there a clear-cut category when it comes to the differences when it comes to boats? Like you mentioned, there's commercial, there's fishing, there's leisure. Because as someone who goes to the beach, you see some fishing vessels used as leisure, like to go around the island, for snorkeling activity. Is there a clear-cut category, like this boat is for fishing, this boat is for leisure?
Yeah, actually they should not use the fishing vessels for other type of activities, because they are meant for fishing. But since these boats are available freely, the people adapt this for other pleasure, for transportation and for fishing and pleasure activities as well. But very soon that will not happen, because I think they will be required to install safety requirement for when they carry passengers. You are supposed to carry life belts and other safety factors. So the laws are being enacted, and very soon they will be prohibited to use these vessels, fishing vessels, for public transportation and for pleasure activities.
Yes, because most of the boats that we get when you go down south, they serve.
Yeah, they are all loaded. They are very much all loaded, which is really is unsafe, because in case they capsize, the people will be in real danger. So fortunately, this has not happened. But the government is aware, and the people are aware of the situation, and they are bringing in Coast Guard laws to put these systems into operation.
Well, we mentioned about some boats doing double services, because there is a growing market when it comes to tourism. I think
that's right, yes.
we have a leap by leaps and bounds. So, Mr. Kumar, how important is this exhibition for the growing industry when it comes to leisure and adventure sports, when it comes to boats?
This is the time that Sri Lanka has opened up for leisure, because there were so many restrictions during the war. Now all the restrictions have been relaxed.
So what we mean by this, there is no more restriction when it comes to speedboats.
Speedboats, and then the capacity of the engines, the distance they can, areas they can go into the deep sea. So all these restrictions have now been relaxed. And the effect of the boat show, especially judging from the two previous boat shows, if you get the export figures, now in 2008 we have exported, the country has exported $22 million worth of products, and in 2009 $58 million, and 2010 $64 million, and 2011 $149 million worth of boats have been exported by all our manufacturers. So this is to the credit of the boat show, and we think this 2012 could be a very demanding success. With regard to the new ventures, our boat builders have been this thing. We have especially 14 manufacturers which they have been really geared for exports.
Well, it's interesting to note the increase from 22 million to 58. Then the Asian economic crisis kicked in. Probably the reason why there was only, well, it was still a growth of 64, then to a staggering 114. Mr. Kumar mentioned about the exports. Mr. Neil here is behind the company that actually built a very famous floating restaurant now in the country, locally made. So how does this boat exhibition entice foreign investors or people from other countries to actually consider getting their boats or what they need from Sri Lanka?
Sri Lanka is a recognized boat builder, and some of the companies take part at the international boat shows. We have been exporting boats for countries like Holland, UK, and also to Seychelles and other Western countries for pleasure boats as well as fishing vessels, specialized fishing vessels. So we are getting known all because there are advantage. We have very high skills standards, work skills in the boat building industry, and also our products, our quality standards are equivalent to any other country. Otherwise, we are not in a problem. And we constantly take part in these boat shows as well. So people in although the recession in some of the countries, but there is like demand in India and other neighboring countries are catching up with their economic development. So that's what it is.
Okay, for those watching right now and wondering what they can expect this weekend, we have a little sneak peek of the boat show. So please do check this out, and when we come back, what these two gentlemen see in the near future when it comes to, especially when it comes to all the development that's happening in lakes and rivers in Sri Lanka, and then the surrounding sea, of course. But first, a sneak peek, the boat show. Pretty interesting sneak peek. So we're talking about from kayaks to jet skis to 30-footer? Is it a 30-footer?
30-footer, 40, yeah.
Or 40-footer? So this is what they can expect. Now, my question is, because with all the construction, we have mentioned this, Mr. Neil and Mr. Kumar gave me a little his history lesson earlier about the importance of the canals.
That's right.
That extended from Beira to Puttalam, which is the main way that the tea was brought to Colombo, the business central.
Yeah.
But then, because of the advent of the lorries and the roadways, it was forgotten. Now it is getting dredged. I mean, the area around the Parliament has been dredged. A lot of canals have been given new lease in life. Do you see this as another potential for sailboats, smaller vessels?
Actually, we have a bit of a problem where there are bridges across these canals. They are pretty low, but may not be used for sailing boats, but it can be used for transportation and for pleasure boats. Because you take Holland, Holland in Amsterdam, they are full of these canals, and there's a lot of boating activity in them. Actually, even there are barges which are converted into houseboats. They live along the canal, and so this also is possible. It's a matter of time. People will take up to boating, and already I think the Navy is interested, and our Defense Secretary is very keen that this public uses these facilities. This is why even they have created a lake in close to the this Parliament, and where there is a lot of sailing activity and rowing activity, and in the evenings you can see people are enjoying themselves in leisure activities. So it's going to be a big opportunities. People even run restaurants along the canal, floating restaurants. They can even transport their wares, you see, so that the roads are getting congested. So, but this is a little bit cheaper operation because unlike a road transportation where tires are not getting wasted, here it's only the engine, so the cost of transport will be cheaper.
And it's a, let's face it, it could be a more scenic route to your destination.
Yeah.
And before we run out of time, Mr. Kumar, because you gave us the facts and figures of the growth post-war, how encouraged are you with what is happening with the past 2 boat shows? How do you see this one? How do you see the development?
Yeah, we see a great potential, and we ourselves, our ministry, has proposed a few marina proposals. One in Beruwala, which is, we have done a preliminary estimate to cost about $33 million. And also inland route to Colombo Bere Lake, starting from Beruwala. So these canals has to be developed. Once the canals are developed, then you get motels built, the villagers have their products can be sold. So there is a lot of activities, and it will definitely not only the boats, but it will improve the economic development of the villages. So we hope that we will have some investors and consultants who could work with us on this opening up of new marinas, and we hope that this boat show will help us to find that type of investors.
Yes, and before we really run out of time, just to remind you again, it kicks off this Friday until Sunday at the Sirimavo Bandaranaike Memorial Exhibition Center. It's the 3rd year of the Sri Lanka Boat Show, so please do check it out. If you're sitting right now watching and saying, I'm not really into boats, I don't see myself doing a little bit of fishing, Mr. Neil and Mr. Kumar made a very good point earlier. The canals provide relief from all the floods. If that alone don't interest you to consider something like, you might enjoy something that's being on top of the water, that might just make do the trick for you. So please do check it out. It's happening on Friday. Kicks off on Friday till Sunday. It's the Sri Lanka Boat Show on its 3rd year at the Sirimavo Bandaranaike Memorial Exhibition Hall. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming today so early in the morning, and all the best on Friday.
Thank you very much. I hope to see you there too.
Well, I hope to check out some kayaks. I'm trying to give them the impression that I'm into water sport. We have a lot more of GMSL, a sneak peek of the movies that you need to check out this season, and it's all when we come back.
Thank you.
Thank you.